it should never be just eat, sleep, work, and again the same routine. It has to be eat, sleep, work, and exercise. The exercise has to be there, and it has to come from within.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Today it is an honor and a pleasure for me to introduce you all to this particular session where we are going to know more about the importance of healthy living. My name is Harsh and I'm going to moderate this session for all of you, wherein I'm going to introduce you all about the event and perhaps the person who is going to interact and address all of us. First of all, I request you to kindly acknowledge and welcome the presence of our esteemed guest, and she is very dynamic, very interesting, and very bold personality, none other than Madam Bhavna Tukekar, who is here with us. I would like to request all the person, those who are watching this session on YouTube, to kindly upload in the comment section and welcome the presence of our esteemed guest. Madam Bhavna started weight training at an age of 40 years when most of the women are considered too old for heavy physical activity and strength training. She is a very great inspiration for all of us, and I believe her profile has so many things, so many glories, which I won't be able to explain in next few minutes too. But I'm pretty sure during this conversation we are going to learn a lot from her. So first of all, ma'am, I welcome you to this session. Thank you so much for joining and agreeing to share your thoughts with us. We are extremely very happy to have you for today's talk.
Thank you so much, Harsh, for having me here.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's our pleasure. So, ma'am, moving to the topic of today's session, which we have chosen is healthy living, the importance of diet and exercise. Ma'am, my first question to you is what is your greatest strength? And please tell if any of your recent action demonstrated this strength.
Well, my greatest strength, which I believe is a never give up attitude. I mean, that has, got me here, and I hope to have this attitude throughout my life. And yes, if you ask me about recent demonstrations, about my this never give up attitude was mm, you can say after winning Asian Championship. Before that, there was no pressure at all, because I never knew what is coming next, or how I am going to compete, or how I am going to fare in this Asian Championship. But after Asian Championship, there was a lot of uh, not pressure, you can say, but yes, there was a lot of anxiety, a lot of nervousness, but I still went on. I mean, competing. I trained so hard that I competed within 6 months on a world platform, and I broke a world record. So, which I had never at the age of 47. If somebody breaks a world record, and it's quite a great deal, and that is only within a span of 6 months, which before 6 months I have not even thought of forget about world record, not even I would be able to perform this well. So I went on that stage and broke a world record. So that was a never give up attitude. And this never give up attitude was since my childhood. It is not that it just came once in something. It has been there in within me, because if you start weight training at the age of 40, and before that if you've never stepped into a gym, and I don't know how many viewers of yours would know how rigorous or how painful the strength training is if you have never worked out. I mean, I worked out as in a gym. I mean, a proper weight training. If you have never done it at the age of 40, if you start, it's quite painful. And looking after the house, kids, rest of the other whatever. I mean, our life is, and with that weight training, so it has to have something within me, and I believe that is a never give up attitude.
All right, ma'am. I think it's a kind of today privilege we got to hear all these things from you. And ma'am, as the topic of this session is we have chosen healthy living, the importance of diet and exercise. Ma'am, my first question to is what are the some simple ways one can improve his or health nutrition today?
uh, Basics, what I feel is you don't have to go or do anything hardcore, or invest in something very expensive, or go to an expensive or hi-fi gym and work out there. Basics, walking, running, these are the basics which you can do anywhere. I mean, you anywhere you can do. Climbing stairs, if you're working, there are a lot of people who say we don't have time for exercise, we don't have I mean space, so we just climb. I mean, climbing to your office is one of the exercise. Climb it. I mean, whenever you have a lunch break, or I mean a tea break, or any break, just go down and climb back up. So that is the kind of exercise you can do. Basics, you have to start from basics, and you don't need anything extra or anything expensive to do that. And importance, if you call me, this pandemic has taught us so much regarding fitness. I mean, we generally from the childhood, it is like uh, mm, first is eating, then sleep, and then studies. These are the three things which we are taught. And then, yes, of course, playing is one of the thing. But playing outside, the kids nowadays are mostly indoors, or they generally don't go out and play. Playing outside is has to be there from the childhood. Any sport you take, any you don't have to take a sport also. You just go for running, for walks. So that is more than enough. But this eat, sleep, study, exercise has to be there from the childhood.
All right, ma'am. As you have mentioned that this pandemic has really taught us that health is wealth. Ma'am, my next question to you is what are the biggest common mistakes people make at the gym?
Not having proper guidance. I mean, I'm not saying you have to invest in a very hi-fi trainer, or but if you are going to a gym, and if you are weight training, you should have somebody to teach you, and a person should know what he's exactly there for. As a trainer, he should know uh, basics, or he should know the importance of techniques. If you don't follow those proper techniques, you are going to injure yourself. So the most common mistakes which I feel people go and do in the gym is not having proper guidance. They just follow others, or just check on the others exercises and start doing it. That is not the way how you should be going about it. There has to be a proper trainer who should train you properly with the proper techniques. If the techniques are not correct, you are not going to go very far. You might get injured very soon. So basic, I mean, the first step is to have a proper technique and a proper trainer with you.
All right, ma'am. Again, it was a quite insightful answer from your side, and I think the viewers, those who are watching this session, they will learn from this. And not only I think, but I too strongly believe this. Ma'am, my next question to you is actually I have a question from one of my subscriber. The question is, what do you do if you are not a morning person but have a hard time getting motivated to go to the gym after a hard day at work?
Okay, so if you're not a morning person, so you cannot work out in the morning. After that, you have normal, regular routine. Even I am not a morning person. But you have to do something, right? It is like I told you, it has to be, it should never be just eat, sleep, work, and again the same routine. It has to be eat, sleep, work, and exercise. The exercise has to be there, and it has to come from within. If you want to get fit, there shouldn't be any time constraint. I mean, ऐसा नहीं लगना चाहिए कि सिर्फ सुबह ही कर सकते हैं एक्सरसाइज या शाम को ही कर सकते हैं. There are people I have seen who are in an IT job, पूरा दिन काम करते हैं या पूरी रात काम करते हैं. Either they work out in the morning or they work out late at night. I mean, there are people who are working out at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock after they finish their um, the everyday schedule or whatever family issues. I mean, there are ways. If you want to do it, trying cannot be an excuse not to do it.
So we can conclude that it totally
And
depends upon.
yeah, it applies to me too. I am a homemaker. That doesn't mean I'm sitting free here and doing nothing. I work full day. There are other all aspects also. Since I am a wife of an Air Force officer, we have to look after other things also as a wife of an Air Force officer. And since my husband is commanding Air Force Station Bhopal, so I have to look after the other family part, also social activities and a lot of other things. So that it's not that I'm sitting at home and doing nothing. I have to take care of my family. I have to take care of my kids. I have to take care of the Air Force part. And still, if I'm working out, anybody else can work out. And if I've started at the age of 40 and I'm working out, anybody can do it.
So we can conclude that it totally depends upon your body clock.
No, it totally depends on how bad you want. If you want to exercise, you will find out time. I mean, if you have a party after a hard day's work, don't you go for a party? You do.
Totally.
You do make out time. You do have strength for partying. So no, why should you have an excuse for an exercise?
Correct, ma'am. Ma'am, my next question to you is, what is the proper way to breathe during sports?
Well, it all depends on the exercise you're doing. I mean, there are a lot of technical aspects. I cannot tell you one exercise or two exercises. That is why I said you should have a proper trainer, a trainer who knows how to breathe while exercise, the techniques while exercising. I mean, there are a lot of small little things like breathing. Breathing is one main important thing. If you don't breathe properly, you again there can be injuries. You might not be able to lift a proper I mean the weight which you are capable of. So you should know how to breathe properly even while normal running also. If your running is not according to the rhythm of the way you're running, you won't be able to run for long. You will get breathless. It's the same for weight training also, and it is same for any other exercise. So you should know exactly how to breathe. And there are a lot of exercises, and there are different. I mean, I cannot tell you how to breathe just on a in an interview. I have to be there in the gym, and while exercising I can tell you in which exercise how to exhale and inhale, where to exhale and inhale.
Indeed, ma'am. Ma'am, my next question to you is, what one piece of advice would you offer to women of your age?
There shouldn't be any age, I mean, age bar or age limit to do anything, be it performing on a world stage, be it starting anything new. Uh, uh, I mean, it cannot be any gender or specific, it cannot be any age specific. You can do anything at any given point of time, male or female.
All right,
And
ma'am.
especially, I would like to say this to women who are homemakers. We don't give enough time for ourselves as in what we love to do. I mean, for 24 hours we are thinking we are doing for people who are close to us, family, in-laws, parents, society. But how much time or do we devote to what we love to do? So for half an hour, 15 minutes, 20 minutes in a day, we should devote that much of time for ourselves to do something which we like to do or we love to do at any age. It cannot be age specific, but especially women.
Indeed, ma'am. I think
It
it was
goes
a
to by it goes to men also. It's not the gender specific, because even men go through the same, or the boys go through the same. Like you all also do a lot of things which are required or which are expected from you, like working or doing other things for the society or for a family. But how much time do you devote for yourself? Just think about it. And I feel every individual should do something for yourself in a day, for some amount of time should be devoted for yourself.
Indeed, ma'am. It was really a very wonderful advice from your side, and I think the viewers, those who are watching this session, they will learn from it. Ma'am, my next question to you is, what's one food item or ingredient you advise people to avoid?
Avoid, I mean, nothing. Food is there to eat, but yes, it should be hygienic. That is the only thing which I feel uh, should be there.
Ma'am,
Any food
ma'am, we
can
have seen
never
that.
be
Ma'am, we have seen that when people initially join the gym, they add many type of supplements, protein shakes in their diet. Uh, what do you think over it?
See, first of all, when you join the gym, there's no need for any extra supplements for you, because you are just a beginner. You don't need any kind of extra supplements. The only thing you need to do is healthy eating. I mean to say home cooked food. That is the best you can do. um, Even fast foods, if it's homemade, it's any day better than what you have outside. So the first thing you have to do when you join a gym is just eat home cooked food. You don't require any supplements, you don't require any protein shakes, nothing. Yes, as you progress, if your training is the hardcore training, then you might require uh, protein supplements. That's it. I don't think any other supplements are required if you're not competing at a national level or international level. You just don't require anything. Just a protein. That is also, it's a supplement. Don't take it as a food. It can never replace food. Supplements are supposed to be supplements. If you can take your protein intake through your normal food, what you eat at home, then you don't even require the protein shakes or protein supplements. Nothing. I'm not saying that because I don't have. Yes, I do have protein shakes or I do have a whey protein, but I'm competing at a level, or I'm working out at a level which normal or normal gym goers don't do. So I need that extra whey or extra protein supplements. That's why I take it. But and only protein supplements. I'm not talking about any other supplements. I'm saying. So the thing is, if you are a beginner, you just have to eat home cooked food. That's it. No supplements are required.
Indeed, ma'am. I think it is really a very wonderful or insightful answer from your side. Ma'am, my next question to you, as far as I read about your profile, ma'am, you have started at the age of 40. What actually motivated you?
Motivation, actually, it just started with by going to the gym. I mean, I just went to the gym to normally हम क्या करते हैं जिम में अगर जाते हैं तो हम ट्रेडमिल पे वॉक करते हैं. So that is how my I mean gym started. So once I started walking on the treadmill, then slowly I started running on the treadmill. and then running outside. So the trainer there, who was from Air Force bodybuilding team, so he had asked me to come to the weight section and try out some weights. And like normal any lady at the age of 40 and who had never stepped into the gym would be skeptical कि अरे यार कुछ करने को जाओ कुछ और हो जाए हड्डी वड्डी टूट जाए I cannot afford that. So my answer was the same. I have never touched or I have never been to the gym before, and I'm happy running on a treadmill or walking on a treadmill. So that was my again my outlook also. But since I had a very good trainer, he just told me to try out, and that is how I fell in love with the weight training. And motivation, if you ask me, the motivation has to come from within. If you love something, you will automatically will be motivated to do every day the same thing every day. It's not easy to go to the gym every day and do same almost similar things every week. So the motivation has to come from within, and the motivation will come only if you love doing what you're doing.
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing all these things with us. And I think it was again a very quite insightful, inspirational answer from your side. Ma'am, I must say that there is a lot to learn from you, but today we are short of time. So, moving to my last question of this session, ma'am, as we know, most of the people are those who are in the corporate jobs are working from home. So, what one piece of advice from will be from your side to all of them, those who are working from home, how they can maintain their health during these days, how they should maintain their diet and lifestyle?
Like I said earlier, it should not be just eat, sleep, work, and again repeat. It should be eat, sleep, work, and exercise. There are plenty of home exercises which you can do. And since you are working from home, you can adjust your, routine that way that you don't have to travel. So you're saving that travel time. So you can adjust that travel time for exercise. You just have to squat or push-ups, or there are so many exercises which you can, normal body weight exercises which you can do, which can keep you fit and healthy. So it is, and since there was the pandemic is still there, and everybody is mostly eating at home. So one of the I mean good benefits of pandemic was everybody started eating at home cooked food. So that is one of the best thing you can do. And the next thing is, body weight exercises are enough to be fit and healthy. You don't have to lift heavy weights or do something something very phenomenally different. Just body weight exercises are enough. Sitting at home, you can do, you can adjust that travel time, or adjust that waking up. You don't have to get up or dress up. You can adjust that time for exercise.
All right, ma'am. Again, it
Just
was a
eat
wonderful.
home cooked food.
All right, ma'am. Again, it was a very
That is,
wonderful answer from your side, and I must say there's a lot to learn from you. It was a healthy discussion with you on the topic. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining and giving your important time. We look forward to conduct more such session with you in future.
thank you so much, Harsh, for having me here.
Thank you, ma'am.
On the ground is where I stand. Never give up, that was always the plan. It's so cold outside, I'm alone